Welcome to my channel guys. Today I am going to explain the movie Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Before starting, please do not forget to subscribe, comments so that I get motivated and upload new videos for you all. Please guys support me by subscribing. As a child Raccoon, Rocket is a guinea pig for the High Transformative to make a counter-Earth populated by human creatures. He becomes companions with Lila, Teefs, and Floor, three of the great developmental's other guinea pigs. Rocket shows knowledge and fitness past different creatures and concludes the imperfection in the anthropomorphization cycle, rankling the High Developmental. They later discover that they won't be essential for the new Earth after the High Developmental culminates the recipe to humanize. At the point when the High Transformative suspects a departure endeavor, he kills Lila, Teefs and Floor, rankling Rocket, who hammers him and escapes. Years later, the Watchmen of the world have laid out their base camp on a reconstructed nowhere. The night in the wake of getting comfortable, they are gone after by Adam Warlock, a super-controlled being made out of retribution by his mom, the ruler of the Sovereign, Aisha, for beforehand taking from her kin. They are requested to carry Rocket to the High Developmental, who has become fixated on recovering his subject to disconnect and imitating Rocket's insight. During the battle, Rocket is genuinely harmed, leaving the gatekeepers unfit to watch out for his injuries due to a kill switch implanted in him. The group resolved to go to the Orgoscope, central command of the Great Transformatives Organization Orgocorp, with expectations of tracking down a supersede code. With the help of the Ravagers and a hesitant 2014 Gamora, the gatekeepers invade Orgosphere and recover Rocket's document. Nonetheless, they are gone after by Orgosphere's gatekeepers, scarcely getting away from after Peter Plume remotely actuates the Watchman's suit fly packs. They derive that Thiel, one of the Great Transformatives researchers, may have the supersede code put away in his memory and choose to find him. The group visits Counter-Earth against Gamora's recommendation, trailed by Aisha and Adam. With assistance from a group of bat-like humanoids, Plume, Cloud and Groot follow Thiel to the High Developmental's boat, while Drax and Mantis stay with Gamora and Rocket. Plume and Groot load up the High Developmental's boat, abandoning Cloud. Mantis reluctantly goes with Drax to the High Developmental's boat, which starts to send off with Plume and Groot caught ready, an interaction that likewise obliterates Counter-Earth. Gamora stays with Rocket, however is gone after by a pig fighter sent by the High Transformative. What her self's identity is, killed when Warlock shows up searching for Rocket. Gamora overwhelms Adam and dispatches the Watchman's boat. Plume and Groot effectively rout the High Transformative's powers and kill Thiel, leaping off with him and recovering his memory before Gamora meets them. In the meantime, accepting Plume and Groot are still ready, Cloud, Mantis, and Drax load up the High Transformative's boat to safeguard them, and a debilitated Adam detects that his mom is in harm's way, however is past the point where it is possible to save her. On the Watchman's boat, Rocket level lines and has a brush with death, where he is met by Lila, Teefs and Floor, who let him know that his time has not yet proceeded. Plume effectively carries out the supersede code and restores him. Mantis, Cloud, and Drax go over crowds of detained youngsters on the High Developmental's boat prior to being caught themselves, and put in a chamber with obelisks. Mantis can convince the obelisks to favor them, and the three departure the chamber. Prior to rejoining with the Watchmen and overwhelming the High Developmental's military. Kraglin and Cosmo show up in nowhere, which Cosmo interfaces with the High Developmental's boat with the assistance of Cloud and Kraglin, through her powers of supernatural power permitting them to free the caught children. Rocket finds a litter of child raccoons and other guinea pig creatures, yet is gone after by an unhinged High Transformative while endeavoring to free them prior to being saved by the gatekeepers. The High Developmental is left to die on his boat while the creatures are saved and board nowhere alongside the greater part of the Watchmen. After Cosmo can't keep the boats intact for a considerable length of time for him to load up, Plume scarcely circumvents, starting to freeze in space prior to being protected by Adam. The Watchmen choose to disband. Plume gives the position of commander of the gatekeepers upon Rocket prior to leaving for Earth. Mantis leaves on an excursion of self-disclosure with the obelisks. Gamora reunites with the Ravagers. Cloud and Drax stay on nowhere to bring up the safeguarded children. In a mid-credits scene, Commander Rocket is seen driving the new gatekeepers of the system, made out of a completely developed Groot, Adam, Cosmo, Phi-Level, Kraglin and Blurp as they set up another mission. In a post-credits scene, Plume reconnects with his granddad. Thank you for watching my video.